Buongiorno, benvenuti, hello and welcome. This is Giuseppe here again with the ItalianCookingClass.com. What we're doing today is we're doing a very simple, quick, easy vegetable bake with some bacon. So it's not a vegetarian bake, but it's a vegetable bake. We're going to use carrots, potatoes, onions, bacon, salt and olive oil, and some Parmesan cheese, of course, and some Napoletana sauce, which I've done before. Doesn't have to be Napoletana, you can delete the basil if you like, just make a sauce, binding and flavouring the whole dish. So that's the idea of this. You can even use cream if you like, just to take away some of the actual, flavours that you like to soften or whatever. And also, there are no real quantities of ingredients, it's exactly what you like. The ingredients, some onion, of course, as I mentioned, potato, Parmigiano, carote, some carrots, bacon, the salt, obviously always is seasoning, olive oil, and the Napoletana sauce. I'm going to actually shred these. I'll do that and we'll get right into it. The carrots, as you can see, then the potatoes here, I've shredded them. Do put them in water as soon as you shred them because they do go dark quickly. They're actually darkening as we're speaking here right now because they've been in the water in the fridge and I've pulled them out. The onion I've actually just diced, not shredded. If you shred onion, it turns into mash and water. We've got some bacon which is just diced, no drama. Beautiful sauce that we made up, and the shredded Parmigiano. Okay, what we're going to do first is we just put a quick, very small layer of the sauce on the bottom. Nothing too grandeur, just so that it doesn't stick, but gives it a bit of flavour at the bottom as well. Our first layer is the carrot layer. Now the reason why I've shredded these ingredients is a number of things. Firstly is they actually cook faster. Secondly is they sit better, everything will pack down better, and the end result will be a much nicer composition of baked ingredients. And thirdly is they actually taste better in the sense that their texture will be nicer when you eat them because they'll be softer and more moist, and biting, when you bite through they'll be far more even as a complete texture base. So it's really nice, and they pack together nicely as I'm doing here right now. Put some carrot on that. Again, you don't have to use anything specific. I like these particular ingredients, but anything that you like is absolutely fine. If you want to use zucchinis, just bear in mind the water content of these things because that might make some difference to how much cooking time and how much water is actually going to come out of the ingredients, individual ingredients. Like zucchini, it's full of water. Now, as you can see, I'm going to season this now, just a little bit of salt there. And bear in mind the carrot hasn't been seasoned, so we can put a bit extra seasoning because that'll go through to the actual carrot as well. A bit of olive oil there. There you go. And again, the quantities of the individual ingredients doesn't matter. If you like one flavour more than the other, that's fine. Go hard with that particular flavour. There's some bacon there. Obviously this is going to release some oils in there as well, and some fat and moisten it and help it to cook, and some Parmigiano just like that, just to give it some nice flavour boost. Then we'll just put some Napoletana on there as well, and we'll pack that down as we're doing that also, just to give it that extra, just like a trowel of a concrete or a bricklayer, just to work it down, We'll do that with the spoon. You can see the sides there just building up nicely. And what it does is, even though it's shredded, it'll give it like a nice even layer when you're packing it down, and it becomes far more uniform as a whole. But they're being shredded, there's more air in between the actual pieces, therefore being softer in texture and cooking a lot faster because of that air between them. So I'm going to go back the other way now. I'm going to do the potato instead of the carrot because I had the carrot first on the bottom. So that would be like a sandwich, would be carrot, potato, cheese, onion and bacon, and then they go potato, carrot, and then cheese, onion and bacon at the top. We'll finish off with that. So I've got a little bit of thought there, I'm not really sure, but you know how much. Sometimes the creative juices just flow and make it happen. That's connecting with life and food, folks. You've got to do this. This is real time. It's taking next to no time. The biggest thing is actually preparing the ingredients, and that's always the case with anything. Preparation is always more involved, but it's not that long, you know. I've done a heap of potatoes and a heap of carrots, and remembering that you can also use them at a later date, or you know, make up 2 or 3 of these, maybe freeze them, or if you've got a party, you know, so you can use a food processor to do this with the individual ingredients and make up a bulk of it, a bulk of them, so that it's actually ready to go anytime you want to use it. So pack that down nice. I've used all the carrot. I've got a lot more in the fridge though. We'll just salt that nicely. A little bit of olive oil there. Wonderful. And that's just beautiful. We'll put a bit of onion there as well, like that. That looks pretty good to me. A little bit of cheese. A little bit of bacon. And what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to top that with some sauce as well again, because that'll give it a flavour and it'll coat it. And then I'm going to put some bacon and some Parmigiano on its own on top of that, because it'll give it a bit more height, as well as allowing the bacon to actually crisp off nicely on top with the Parmigiano. It just gets that little bit of a charred flavour, and it's just beautiful. It really is a wonderful, wonderful flavour additive and contrast to the whole thing. As you can see that there, it's taken me next to no time at all, just quickly, bang bang. So some bacon there on top of that as well. A little bit of Parmigiano. Wrong bowl. A little bit of onion. And that's it. And Bob's your uncle, a little bit of thing there. I actually made the sauce. I did 200 grams. Two 400 grams of peeled tomatoes. I know the recipe for Napoletana is 1 400 gram, but I used 2 of them, and that's what I used. I used it all up, so you can see that there. So I'm going to stick that in the oven, preheated oven, ready to go, and we'll serve it up when it's ready. Down here we have this beautiful bake that we cooked, probably about an hour in 180 degree oven, preheated oven. It's slightly overcooked on top, but it's not. It's just a couple of little charred bits, but they're going to be nice to the flavour. You'll see inside, as you can see through there, that it's not overcooked at all. And once I cut it, you'll be able to see it. But that was also because I left it in the oven for about an extra 15-20 minutes in the heat. You can do that, turn it down just to let it settle a bit, and it'll be like a lasagna. It'll just settle and just compact a bit more and easier to break. But it was just in there for a little bit longer, and that's what it is. But that's fine. It's neither here nor there. I actually don't mind it. A lot of people like a little bit of charredness on top there, but we're just going to cut that through. You can just see the spoon going through there, just how soft that really is, and how fantastic that's going to be. Just scoop it out so it just holds a lot better when it sits inside. That little bit more. There we go. Look at that. If you like less carrot, put less carrot and put more potato. And like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter. The recipe won't be specific in any amounts of any particular ingredients, though it will be just in the technique and just the way to prepare the ingredients, that's all. But we'll give it a go here. That's really nice. And you know what? It could have even cooked probably another 10 minutes longer with the cover over it, and it would have been just that little bit softer, but it's still really, really nice. I'm going to get my dad to come home and have a try. Benny, bye-bye.
You.
Papa.
Hello.
Yeah. We're going to have a taste. Tell me what you think, Papa. Get your spoon.
Looks very nice.
It's good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic, yeah.
Vegetali. Con un po' di pomodoro, trova fresca, napoletana, patate, carote e un po' di pancetta, forse un po' scotta un po'. What do you think?
Oh, squisito. Squisito, beautiful.
There you go.
Mm.
So that was
Very, very light.
very light, yeah? Yeah, very light, isn't it?
Really
because
light.
it's not much fat in there, it's just a lot of vegetables and it's just really good. Molto buono.
Very nice, yeah, that's
Very
very nice.
This is my papa and Giuseppe from the ItalianCookingClass.com. Thank you very much.